Happy Thursday, 9 News meteorologist Laurann Robinson here with your forecast. We have another hot and sunny day in store. We can make it all the way to the upper 90s this afternoon across much of the urban corridor. Right now at 9, most of the eastern half of the state is in the 80s. We're seeing those upper 80s further north. High country in the 70s and 80s. And we're seeing those low 90s already out west in Grand Junction. We're going to wait for those temperatures to even get warmer over the next couple of hours. Again, we could make it to the upper 90s today in Denver, which could break a record. I'll get to that in a second. But first, let's go over this air quality alert that we have. That'll be in effect until 4 o'clock, and this is going to be the usual areas: Denver, south through Castle Rock, up north through Fort Collins, where we have those unhealthy levels of ozone. So if you are in a sensitive respiratory group, you might want to limit your time outside because of that and the heat, of course. But I think this could be extended for another 24 hours. That's something we're going to keep an eye out for as we get closer to 4 o'clock. Now, we do have the latest drought monitor out, and we do have some areas that have grown into that no drought territory. So that's good news there. This is most of the high country, which has extended that no drought territory, ended their drought. And the urban corridor has gotten a little better. We're mostly in abnormally dry and moderate drought levels here, but we've seen worsened conditions in the northeastern corner of the state, where we now have exceptional levels of drought further northeast. So we're going to hope for more rain there as we go through the rest of the summer. But as you take a look at our HD Doppler radar, take a look at this very prominent ridge of high pressure right above Colorado. And because of that, that is sweeping all of that monsoonal moisture westward of the state. So we're going to be hot and dry for the majority of us here in Colorado. Now, the high country and western slope does have some very spotty storm chances. Nothing is expected to be severe, but of course, if you are going to be near a burn scar area, you want to watch for localized flash flooding there. Outside of that, through the rest of the afternoon and evening, we're going to watch for these very spotty storms, again, mostly in just the high country and western slope. The eastern half of the state is looking to stay pretty dry throughout our day. Now, as we go into this afternoon, we'll see those temperatures all the way into the upper 80s. I think we get to 98 degrees in Denver. The high country will see those 80s, and we'll see those mid 90s across the western slope. Now, if we make it to 98 degrees, we will beat a record originally set in 1995, last set in 2020. This is going to be about 10 degrees higher than our usual highs this time of year. So that's, again, if we make it to that 98 degrees, we'll be well above average, and we could break that record last set in 2020. Now, overnight, we cool down into the lower to mid 60s. You can see some 50s a little bit further northeast. We'll be in the 40s and 50s in the high country, upper 60s across the western slope tonight. Now, going into our Friday, another sunny and hot day for the eastern half of the state, and another round of really spotty showers and storms in the high country and western slope. The good thing about tomorrow, though, we're going to have a bit of a breeze in the afternoon and evening hours, so that'll help cool us down from these temperatures in the mid 90s tomorrow afternoon, mostly sunny. Now, over the next couple of days, we have a hot stretch of weather ahead. We're going to stay in the mid 90s Friday, Saturday, and Sunday all throughout the weekend. So if you're going to a Broncos preseason opener, it's going to be pretty hot out there, even though the game doesn't start until around 7 o'clock. Tailgating, you'll want to make sure you stay hydrated. Outside of that, once we make our way into the work week, that's when those temperatures cool down a bit, and we have more chances for scattered showers and storms midweek.